Today we are making these party nuts. They're my absolute favorite. They are savory, sweet, and spicy. They are an absolute hit at every party. So let's get started over at the stove. All right, so my pan is currently getting nice and toasty warm on a medium heat, and I'm going to add the butter, so it's probably gonna sizzle at this point because it's pretty hot. And basically 3 tablespoons of butter, and we're going to make sure that this melts nicely in the pan. And once it gets nice and melted, we're going to add our nuts. So when originally we were making nuts, and my husband was helping me because he has quite the pan flipping skills. But you know what? When I do this, I just use a spoon. Yeah, because it's a lot better. Because otherwise, all the nuts would be everywhere. All right, so now we are going to add all the nuts to our pan. And I'm using a ceramic nonstick pan. Just really makes it a lot easier to clean up. So basically what we're gonna do is we're just gonna kind of let it hang out here a little bit. And you really just, the way you know it's time to start adding the sugar is you really smell a roasted, nutty smell. It's the best way I know how to describe it. You really will. It's just like, right now I smell nothing, and then all of a sudden it'll just be roasted nuttiness, and that's when you add your sugar. Okay, so we'll be right back with that. All right, so we're just gonna keep it roasting. It's starting to get a really nice flavor, but I really want it to be a lot more roasted. You start to see, especially on the cashews, they go from this kind of creamy color to a little kind of caramely brown color. So that is what we're looking for. So a little bit longer. Say we're about like 5-ish minutes into it. So if you're doing this many nuts in a pan this size, it could take anywhere between 7 to 10 minutes of roasting it in the butter. So let's keep on roasting. Okay, so I'm really smelling that nutty roasted smell. It smells delicious, and the cashews are starting to get a little bit brown. So it's now time to add the 3 tablespoons of sugar. We're gonna kind of mix that in there. So the thing that I really like about these nuts, I have another recipe on my blog for cinnamon sugar pecans, and those are absolutely delicious. But what I really like about these is that they're sweet, savory, and spicy. So it just kind of really just in your mouth just tastes fabulous. And I've made these for parties, and they're really popular, like really popular. People are like, oh my God, I can't stay away from the nuts. So I highly recommend you make these for a party. And you're gonna need to make a lot because people will be coming back for 8s because that's how good they are. All right, so make sure this sugar is nicely melted, and the dogs are barking at who knows what. They probably want me to save them some nuts. Feels like a mess. Oh, you're really good, babe. All right. That's like perfect, don't you think? All right, so you saw my husband do the flipping. If you can do it, because it just really makes it a lot better. Not gonna lie, really, they just look fabulous now. Okay, so I'm thinking they're great. They're super roasted. I'm thinking they're beautiful. I'm gonna take them off the heat as I'm going to add some rosemary. So 5 to 6 sprigs. Make sure it's finely chopped and all that kind of stuff. I have a rosemary plant outside. I maybe went a little bit nuts by adding, I don't even know how much rosemary this is. So you probably don't want to go this crazy, but you definitely want to just take it, coat it around, Nice little heavy, heavy-handed, because you just want every piece of it just to have that really nice rosemary flavor. Then, yeah, okay, so my husband's saying flip it. I can't flip it. We're not going to flip it. He's going to flip it after. All right, so then you're going to have your Tabasco. So it really just depends on how much Tabasco you want. I like it a little spicy, so we're going to do like 10 to 12 little shakes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. Tabasco. Then we're going to add flaky sea salt. Why flaky sea salt? Because it's cool. All right, so then you're going to take it. You're going to add some flaky sea salt. My husband's going to come back and he's going to do some flipping. Now, so my husband just flipped them. They're looking fabulous. And here's the thing too. You can always take a little bite, taste it, and then add more whatever it is that you want. It's really to your taste. At least it is for us. So, all right, then what you're going to do is you're going to stick this into a pan. You basically want it to be as flat as possible because the caramelized nuts are going to stick together. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick this Pyrex dish into the freezer because we want to stop all cooking immediately. We're going to stick it into the freezer for probably about 10 to 15 minutes and then they're going to be cooled and then we can basically eat it. So I'm going to go do that right now. All right, so the nuts have been in the freezer for about 15 to 20 minutes, so they're pretty, as you can see, pretty solid. So I've got this little fork here. I'm gonna kind of break it up a bit, and then I'm gonna put it into. All right, so all the nuts are now in the bowl, and they look fabulous. So let me taste a tiny one. So good. These will be such a hit when you make them. So, you know, you're going to want to make more than this if you're doing this for a party because they're going to go fast. So anyway, there you have it. Claire's party nuts. And I hope that you really love them. So until next time, bye.